this Sunday I went for a bike ride. It was 450 kilometers in one day, so it's around 300 miles, and it was amazing. And I realized that actually bike riding, motorcycle riding, can be a very kind of suitable way for you to enjoy your life if you have autism. Why do I think so? It's because, number one, and to a certain degree it applies to riding push bikes or bicycles and stuff like that, but I think it's more about motorcycle riding. Number one is stimulation. Of course, riding a motorcycle is stimulating, and the best part is that you can control how much stimulation you are getting. So what do I mean by that? For example, when you want to turn, right? If you're driving a car, you just sit straight, you turn the wheel, and boo, the car turns, right? But on a motorcycle, you have to move your whole body, right? And so even like simple turns, they become fun. If you want to have more fun, then you can do it a little faster, and then you are getting as much stimulation as you want. If you want less stimulation, you just go a bit slower. Also, the wind, I don't know how to explain it, but the sensation of wind, like it's everywhere, and so it is very stimulating. But again, you can control how much stimulation you're getting by controlling your speed. Then the next point is that I don't know why, but it feels weirdly comfortable and like safe wearing a helmet and a full gear, you know, like the chest protector, the back protector, the shoulder pads, the knee pads and everything, like, you know, full gear and the proper boots. And it feels kind of like the weighted blanket, you know, it kind of surrounds your body and you feel secure. I don't really understand why it's like that, but there is something, it's like somebody's hugging you and protecting you all the time. And I think us autistic people, we don't get that feeling that much. And yeah, I enjoy that aspect, which again, that doesn't really happen on a bicycle. But again, on the bicycle, it's kind of in the reverse, because you can take off, well, I want to say take off everything. No, you shouldn't ride naked, but you know, you can minimize how much you're wearing, especially in summer. And again, it feels really good to have like air, you know, touching your skin. It's really nice, at least in my case. And yes, another point is the community. And this is a very interesting. I personally find it a little difficult to kind of connect and meet new people. And you know what? Having a motorcycle and meeting other riders immediately gives you a topic to talk about. So if you are riding and they are riding, it means you two are, you know, riders. You like riding. And so now immediately you have a topic for conversation. And it's a very high chance that both of you enjoy riding, and so it means it's your special interest, and so you can meet somebody who you have never met before and you will not meet again, and you can talk for an hour about like riding. And yeah, I did it actually. Like, you know, I don't enjoy talking to new people, but I was able to just I met a guy once who rode like a tiny bike from like Tokyo to like Mount Fuji. And I was like, whoa, how did you do that? And so we talked about that for like half an hour. It's amazing. And so if you feel like you could enjoy riding, I suggest that you at least give it a try. I'm not encouraging everybody. I don't think everybody should do that. But I think if you have quite high body intelligence, so if you feel your body well, maybe you will enjoy it. Some people, I think, don't feel their body all that much, and they tend to get into accidents. And you know, I don't want to encourage anybody to take risks, but if you think you might enjoy it, try it. Just try and see how it goes. Of course, be careful, be safe,